evening, good afternoon, greetings. We are live with a follow-up interview with the one and only Roshan Milwani. Now, we've started 15 minutes early. We want to get a lot of things out of the way beforehand. We want to make sure everything's fine. Now, I'm hoping and praying that this stream goes smoothly, because I've had quite a couple internet issues, to say the least, recently, and it hasn't been the greatest. However, I'm hoping that he sees my message explaining how it's going to work, because it'll be conducted over Discord this time rather than Zoom. But either way, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the follow-up interview. The second interview, and as you can see, I've got myself decked out for this interview. We're going all out, we're going all in. There's no chat box on this because this is the virtual camera that he will see during the interview. You get the gist. I'm going to have to promote this on my Snapchat story when 0 people are going to be awake because they're all British. But that's a really terrible picture. Do I care? Not at all. Give me a second. Put the Twitch on it and get that shit promoted. Right. Stories. Give me a moment whilst I sort this shit out. There we go. And hopefully it gets as many views as it usually does. The one putting my Twitch up earlier for my earlier stream is 112 views. That's not gonna fucking happen during this stream. But you can't put countdowns on Snapchat stories, which is a massive fucking nuisance. Is he live on YouTube? That's my question. Because he usually goes live on YouTube around this time. And last time did an interview, he was also live on YouTube. It doesn't seem as though he's live currently. Was the last stream a month ago, really? Damn. Does he do them on Instagram now? Because I see him uploading the streams. Very confusing. But anyway, we're live right now. Just having a bit of a chat, a pre-interview chat. When the YouTube VOD comes out, I do apologise, just skip 15 minutes ahead to get into the bulk of the interview. I'll probably try and drop timestamps and whatever in the description. And this one I will actually edit and put a lot of effort into. But we're back. We are so back. And this time, we're actually back. Fucking hell. Anyway. Hello. No one's here right now. It's very early, or very late, depending on what you wish to call it. He's active on Discord. Which is very reassuring. Oh, yeah, he's waved at me. Let me wave back. There we go. Oh, it's so exhilarating. It's so exhilarating. I forgot this feeling. I completely forgot this feeling. When do I start recording? That's my question. He hasn't responded on WhatsApp. But anyway. We're ready. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? Are we all ready for this? Because I know I'm ready. I'm kitted out. I've got everything prepared, man. I'm ready for this shit. I'm more confident than I was last time. I'll tell you that much. Oh, he's calling me on WhatsApp. Give me a moment. This is my only phone. I have more followers on TikTok. No, not on TikTok. I have more followers on Instagram. Okay, all right. I'm currently live on Twitch as well. Are we going to do a Discord call? Yeah. Okay, that'll be great as well. Um. Okay. Okay. I can't go live on TikTok because I don't have 1,000 followers. But I'm ready to start. um. It's sim dot underscore dot 06. That's my Instagram at. Saturn. I'd prefer you refer to me as that. Okay. I might have to end the call if we're switching to Instagram Live. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm following you there as well. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, I know I was muted. That is because he just FaceTimed me. We're also going to be going live on Instagram. I'm trying to find his personal account real quick. Fuck. Because that's where we're going to go live together. Shit. I am following him there. And we're also going to do the Discord call, so give me a second here. Fuck. I need to add to his Roshan account. This is stressful. Because I was following him on that account. I know I was. But for some reason I can't find it. There we go. No. What's the other account? There we go. Roshan Mawani. There we go. Right. How do I send a live request? There we go. Request to join. There we go.
Rihanna's doing great.
There we
I
go.
played FIFA with him this morning. I hope all of you stay for this interview.
Alright, I've requested to go live with him.
I work 99 hours a week.
Send the request. Right. Is it loading it? I have no idea. It's lagging. Now sound has just gone off. It's not loading. I don't know if you can hear or see me. I'll leave and rejoin. Goodness me, this is going swimmingly. Just tap that button there. Nothing. The audio is just completely dead on it. This is great. Couldn't go better. For some reason, it's not doing it. This is really, really weird. Why is audio not working? My phone audio has just stopped working. This is not good. I'll turn off that. Oh no, my phone audio is not working. I'm trying to join the thing, but my phone audio really is not working. I'm gonna have to like fully. Oh, we can't hear Roshan. Oh, so something's going on his end. Something is really going on. Telling him to restart his live. This is going amazingly. Yeah, the people are saying on his live, we're going to go live on Instagram together at the same time, and we're also going to do the Discord call. So that's because since trying to join his Instagram live, it's just gone terrible. This is going amazingly. Couldn't go any better. I'm so sorry about all of this. We are going to go live on here as well, but I'm not able to join him. I don't know why. I've told him to restart the live because there is no audio. There's like, he's live on Instagram right now, and there is absolutely no sound. And I can inform you that indeed my phone audio is turned on, and it is quite high. I've seen him looking over. Yeah, this is, you've got people saying audio, close the live and start it again. There's no audio, he's trolling, shit like that. I'm gonna call him on Discord real quick. It's probably for the best. Start the video call. I don't have audio on. Hello, just to let you know, there is no audio on the Instagram live. I've got it up right now. There's no sound, and people in the chat are saying that we can't hear anything. There's no audio. No, I've got my volume turned all the way up, and there's no sound coming through at all. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Here we go.
Okay, let's go live.
Give me a moment. Let me also close and reopen Instagram and turn down the volume a bit because it's on full volume.
I am now live on Discord with Saturn in the UK. It is 1:59 a.m. and he is all dressed up for me. Wow, I have never. He's dressed in a piece suit, looking good, buddy.
Thank you. I managed to get a suit since the last interview. What did you say?
Now you have sound on Insta?
Yes, there is sound on Instagram.
Okay, great stuff. Come. I will just tag you when I post the live stream, so don't worry about that.
Okay. That'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll
Let's begin,
stop
bro.
it malfunctioning again.
Where did you get this suit?
I got it from Slater's.
What is Slater's?
It's a place where they do sort of tailoring and suits and that kind of thing.
So is the suit bespoke?
Kind of, yeah. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't as it's not as good as the suits that you make. It's not really handcrafted. You go in, you pick a suit, and if you need adjustments, they'll do the adjustments.
Yeah. Okay, so buddy, when was the last time we spoke on Discord? Or when did we actually do the interview?
Last time we did the interview, I'm pretty sure it was the 30th of August.
Okay. So September, October, November, so just under 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Awesome. And how was your interview? How was the interview received by your audience?
A lot of people quite liked it. There was a lot of feedback about the way that I conducted myself. I was very nervous and shaky and things as such, and there was quite a couple comments about that. But overall, it was received quite well, especially on TikTok.
I think it was a great experience for you.
It really was. It was unreal, to say the least. Couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it.
Got some great video that you cut up that got great response, right, on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm still getting likes on the one that got the most amount of views, which is 99,500 views, which is absolutely unbelievable to me. I genuinely cannot wrap my head around it.
Excellent. I'm so happy. I'm happy for your success. So at the end of today, you're recording all of this, right?
That's a very good point. I need to click start recording. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, there we go.
Can't believe we missed all of that.
I completely forgot to click start recording, but it is live, but need to start recording just in case anything crashes or whatever.
So you are streaming this live where? On Twitch?
Yeah, on Twitch.
And how many people are in your room watching right now?
Right now there's 4. Like 70% of my viewers are in the UK, which isn't preferable at 2 a.m. But there are some people who are rather sleep deprived who will be up to watch.
The main thing is that you will post this after the fact, right?
Yeah, it all gets posted afterwards.
You posted where? On your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, where else?
Well, yeah, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I put the VOD up on Twitch. And I'm going to edit this one. I didn't get round to properly editing down the last interview to like a full-length thing, but, you know, obviously shortened down for a proper YouTube video. But that will also go on my main YouTube channel. So that's how it will be. It'll be put up on pretty much all the social medias, promoted on the Twitter as well.
When did you purchase this suit that you're wearing now?
It was start of October, actually.
And how much did you pay for it?
I can't quite remember, but it was about I'm thinking around 130, 140, something like that.
I wish you had bought the suit from me, bro.
Same, but it would have cost a lot more with flights to everything.
Well, we could have done it by mail, right?
Oh,
we could have done it by mail, but it would cost you £650.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
So how old are you now?
I'm still 17.
And you are doing your A-levels?
Yeah, it's getting much closer. I've got some exams in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks time.
So what made you out of the blue suddenly want to have a chat with me again?
Because I finally got the money again. Because the main thing I was waiting for was to have enough money to be able to get another interview with you, but also not be just like living off £100 for a whole month, which is very difficult because I need to buy lunch and everything like that.
So where do you live? You live with your parents?
Yeah, I still live with my parents.
Now, which city are you in?
I live in. I don't like revealing this on live, but it's fine because I accidentally revealed my local MP on live. So, I live up in Manchester.
Are you Welsh?
I am indeed Welsh.
How can I tell?
Maybe it's the flag behind me.
Exactly. Pretty good, huh? A guy from Hong Kong knows that you're
Yeah,
Welsh, recognize dragon.
yeah, yeah. It's the one thing that people like to comment on is the dragon, and then usually when I've been on Omegle, which is it's been deleted now. Omegle's gone, but people would also comment on what's behind the dragon, and it was a fun time. And some people are
So,
very silly.
in the last couple of months, right? Have you interviewed anybody else?
I have been reaching out to people. I've managed to. I've got one interview pending. That's when the person is free. I'm gonna get an interview with him. It's a he's a someone who does politics. He's the deputy leader of the Green Party, and I'm going to be doing an interview with him when he's free. But also, when I reach 500 followers on Twitch, I'm going to be doing an interview with an actor. He's not a big actor, but either way, I follow him on Instagram, everything like that, and I'll be doing an interview with him when I reach 500 followers on Twitch as well.
Why 500 followers? Is that what he said to you? Get to 500, then we'll talk.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. So how many followers do you have on Twitch right now?
if you remember the last time that we did this interview 3 months ago, it was around 168, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
Now it's
Yeah.
212. So
Excellent.
it's really going up. It's crazy to me because this is a lot of growth, the most growth I've ever had on
Do
Twitch.
your followers pay to subscribe to your channel? Or is it
Um,
free?
right now, they can subscribe to the channel, but currently no one is subscribed. People haven't renewed their subscriptions, so I'm not earning anything from subscriptions. I've had to put like mid-roll ads. I've always been against putting mid-roll ads on my streams, but I've had to put them on because I was earning 30%. I think we spoke about this in the last interview as well. And that also is for subscriptions as well. So it's like $5 a month, and I would only be getting $1 of that. But now I've got to run 3 minutes of ads per hour, and I can get 55%, which is still a bit of a scam, but we take what we can get.
Yes, and you have to keep working hard and keep fighting, and you've got to take what you can get because you're building yourself up. I'm very proud of you. I mean, you've got to stick at it. It's very, very, very hard work at the beginning,
It really
but
is.
as the stairs are climbed, right, you get higher and higher, and the view gets better and better. So enjoy it, enjoy it. So what would you like to talk to me about today?
Well, as I'd planned in the first interview, it was mainly to just sort of understand you more and things that you've gone through and how you've built yourself up and everything like that, rather than just focusing on how well the business is going. Talk about
Mhm.
you as a person, really. And I've got a list of
Sure.
questions here. Not as many, but I feel like they can cause quite some conversation. Um,
Great.
so the first question that I have for you is
Mhm.
what was or has been the most difficult or stressful part of your life?
Of my entire life. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Um, when you get to my age and you are a business, someone who manages a business that's as dynamic as mine. When I say dynamic, I mean there's so much going on always, right? There is stress all the time. And I'm not trying to be evasive in any ways, right? But it's very difficult to be expansive or even specific because they are just nightmares that occur every fucking day
Yeah.
of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going through a banking nightmare right now, right? There's um, a lot of regulatory stuff with banks all the time. And what my bank fails to realize, which is pretty pathetic. I mean, it's not like they've got anything better to do, I guess, is that when COVID happened, right, nobody was coming to Hong Kong, to China for 37 months. Okay.
Yeah.
So we dramatically switched the way we earned revenue, which was through um, streaming calls and video calls and stuff with clients. So they were no longer in the shop physically to pay by credit card or to pay by cash. So they would have to send us bank transfers, right? So suddenly for a few years, we weren't getting credit card sales and we weren't getting cash sales, but we're getting bank transfer sales. And then suddenly the bank queried us And it's like, what's going on, and why do you have all these transfers, and they're transfers from individuals, they're transfers through intermediaries, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And now it's just a nightmare. They want to see statements. It just doesn't make sense. They won't accept a verbal explanation. It's nonsensical. I'm like, you're fucking here in Hong Kong with us. Do you understand
Yeah.
that nobody has come to Hong Kong for 3 years, and you're wondering why we're getting international bank transfers the last 3 years? So that's just a nightmare. You know what I mean? It's a nightmare. How do you produce statements and receipts for bank transfers when they already have it all? The only statements and receipts you can produce is what the bank issues you, right?
Yeah.
So there's nightmares all the time. I have undertaken two projects recently, and they're continuing projects where two different clubs. One is a football club and one is a cricket club. Now, a year ago, the both the football club and the cricket club, they're two separate entities, two separate clubs, have nothing to do with each other. They contract me to make blazers for their committee. So for the football club, they purchased five blazers first, with the promise of 20, which was fine. But they waited 1 year or more to order the next 15. Okay. And with the cricket club, they purchased maybe 15 or 20 blazers. And now they've come back to us with an order for another 15 a year later. However, we are not a manufacturer of fabric, we're a procurer of fabric. And secondly, fabric production is natural. So what's happened a year later for these continued projects, we don't have the same fabric
Yeah.
as we did before. So it's a nightmare. It's an absolute fucking nightmare. It seems like a small thing, but they're big projects. It's an absolute fucking nightmare trying to find something as similar as possible to match the blazers that are already in existence. So these are two problems that suddenly happened coincidentally on two consecutive days. It was so ironic. It was just crazy. Maybe it wasn't two consecutive days. It was Tuesday. We went to take measurements of the committee members of the football club, and Wednesday we find out there's no fabric. And on Friday we went to take measurements at the cricket club, and on Saturday we find out there's no more fabric. Right. So there are challenges, there are nightmares, there are problems that occur constantly every day, all of different scales. Um, and it's very hard to come to you and say, what was the biggest challenge in my life? My parents split when I was 11. I thought that was very, very challenging, uh, and so forth. I mean, we had a couple of miscarriages before we had our second child. We had one, two, three, maybe even four. Before our second child came along, that was very, very challenging. So it's very hard to tell you at my age, right, what is the biggest challenge in my life. But what I will tell you is that at my age, with my level of success, there are challenges every fucking day, like stupid challenges, like, just like, oh my goodness, it's stuff that when you become very good at what you do, right? Generally, the hiccups are not of your own making whatsoever. They're life and the world and other intermediaries conspiring against you, whether it's premeditated or it's just bad luck. So there are challenges every day when you run a business as dynamic as mine. There are challenges every day when you live a life as dynamic as mine. There's so much going on. I'm just not going and burying myself in a hole every day, right? I'm very involved across so many different things amongst the greater Hong Kong community. I'm involved in a lot of organizations. So there's constantly shit that just keeps turning up. And you're just like, oh my goodness, is this the punishment for success? Yes, I guess it is. And it's just stuff that you have to deal with. It stuff that's not of your own making whatsoever. It's just the world, the universe, God conspiring against you. I mean, I hate to say all of that, but it is what
Yeah.
it is.
It is, and with everything that you've been through, it's difficult to understand how you can just like put up with it and cope. And I suppose that leads me on to sort of a sub question, that is, how have you been able to just push through? What have you done to keep going and keep your spirits up, and no matter what, just keep on pushing through?
Because the view is amazing from the top.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. The view is amazing from the top. I give you a little anecdote, right? So there's so many young people, right, that want to make it big. Okay, let's just talk about videos in to be specific. They post video after video after video. They get one view. You've been through this. Two views,
Yeah.
5 views, 10, 50 views, 100 views. They get to 1,000 views, and they're so happy. For example, and then they get a breakthrough video that says, say it gets 1,000 views, and then they see the comment section full of hate, because that's what people do, right? They hate on people who succeed, and that level of vitriol they've never seen before, and they can't cope, and they go into their shell and they stop producing videos. Okay. In everything that I do, there is so much hate, so much opposition, right? Because people like to shit on success. It's intrinsic human nature, especially in the Western world, especially in the Anglo-Saxon world, to just spew vitriol for some reason. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
And it shell shocks a lot of people, right? What people don't understand is that um, it's actually nothing to do with what you produced or what you're doing. It's just human nature to bark garbage. I mean, bark really heinous stuff, and you've just got to ignore it, and just keep putting out what you want to put out. Keep doing what you want to do. Have a single-minded belief in all of that, um, and that vitriol, not just in comment sections, but in gossip, in talk about town, and so forth, reaches your close ones. And then your close ones, because they're concerned for you and they don't understand it because they've never experienced themselves what this level of hate is, right? They try to talk you out of doing things and stuff. So you'll find yourself, the more successful you are, the less even your own close-knit circle will, supportive is not the right word, they'll be more concerned for you. You've got to push all of that aside and have a single-minded belief in what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, and keep moving forward. And the more you move forward, the more height you scale. Okay? The easier it is, not necessarily easy, yeah, the easier it is to move forward even more. The easier it is to grow. The easier it is to make your platform, whether it is living or virtual, stand out from everybody else and grow and grow and grow. My persona has continued to grow. My fame has continued to grow. My business has continued to grow. All my social channels have continued to grow. My involvement, which is all invitational, meaning, organizations that ask me to get involved have invited me. I've not tried to beat down someone's door. That all grows as well, right? Which further expands you, which further subjects you to spotlight, criticism, vitriol, hate. But you just got to push that all aside and keep going and going and going if you want success. One of the things that we talked about when we last spoke was, like, I told you, you have to push through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of you. And your demeanor is very different from it was when it was 2.5 months ago. You were
Yeah.
so shy. You were so shy talking to me and stuff. So I think you've come leaps and bounds forward, and I'm happy you're all dressed up as well. You look so much better.
Thank you.
Uh, and different, and just your entire demeanor, you're so much more comfortable with me. So I'm very, very proud of you. And this is what happens. You mean you work with a star, and you see the response and you benefit from it. So whoever you're reaching out to, whoever you're pushing, keep knocking on those doors. Never expect the first door to open. Be lucky and happy that the 1,000th door opened. Okay, the fact that the 1,000th door opened that you knocked on, it's not down to your perseverance. It's down to just dumb luck.
It is.
Okay, perseverance is when you bang down 10,000 doors. Okay, and then once then doors start opening. Then doors start opening through perseverance. And then when one door opens, and if you milk that properly, like I encourage you to, I said, cut up the videos.
Yeah.
Don't be. Cut up the videos and keep putting them out. Keep putting them out. Keep putting them out. Garner views, garner fans, garner a foundation. Okay, it will propel you forward. And I hope you do that with this video. I hope you're diligent.
I will.
Okay, because that's the only way that you basically give yourself credence. Okay, you give yourself standing. The more you have in your repertoire, the more you have in your portfolio, the easier it becomes for you to cajole others into engaging with you, which is what you want.
Exactly. And recently I have been.
By the time you get to university, a goal for you is you'll be going to university next September, October, correct?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Do you know where you want to go?
I've got a list of universities.
Your goal should be, by the time you enter university next year, that everyone should know who you are. Everyone should know who Saturn is. All right. And that's what you want to do. That should be your goal. When my son entered senior school this year, Form 1, grade 7, when he got to school, everybody knew him. Hey, you're Rian. Hey, you're Samstailor. Hey, you're Rian. Hey, you're Samstailor, etc., etc. You should set that as a goal for yourself. And the only way you can do that is keep putting out content, keep putting out great content.
I try my best. I stream regularly now. I did take a break about 2 years ago. I took about a 2 year break, something like that. I've had Twitch channel for over 5 years now, and it's only recently been taking off because I've been persistent, because I've got this regular schedule, and because I've been putting out videos. And I haven't edited a proper video. I haven't broken down my streams and properly edited them in ages. I don't think I've ever done it, and now I'm starting to do that. Now I'm starting to get that content out, like you suggested, and so now I'm really pushing, and the numbers show it really does help.
Well, the thing is that if you're streaming more and push and editing less, that's the wrong thing to do. If you had 4,000 viewers in every stream, then stick to streaming. Okay. If you're not reaching anywhere near those numbers, then stick to editing. Finish all your edits, put out content, finish your video, edit a video, put it out, stream. You've enjoyed the stream. I know streaming is your passion. Once that stream is over and you've had some downtime, edit another video, put it out, and then stream. Give yourself content to talk about in your subsequent streams. Don't just keep streaming and streaming and streaming and not putting out content. Editing is key. Editing is huge. Content is king.
It really is. It really is. I couldn't agree more. That's why I've started actually properly editing, so then I can have, follower base on Twitch and follower base on YouTube as well, and TikTok and things as such, so I can post clips to promote myself. And if people miss the streams, they can see the video on YouTube. They can see the stream on YouTube. Everything like that. It really helps boost and push. And really, the message is that no matter what, you should just find other ways to grow, find other ways to be better, and just keep going, because it really isn't that difficult. You set some time aside and you just focus on that and you get it done. You just go for it. You won't succeed first try, you won't succeed second try, but if the more you try, you will succeed eventually, and you just got to keep going.
100%. I'm with you. I second that completely. I couldn't agree with you more. So keep going with your list of questions. I'm gagging to know what you want to inquire about.
I feel like I'm reading now. It's like they all sort of link in with what we were just talking about. So, has having a large following affected your day-to-day life and mental health?
Me? So I don't believe in mental health issues. Okay. All right. I believe if you're not stressed, then you're not successful. Okay. I believe that in this modern era, too many people use the mental health umbrella to cower away from responsibility. It's just an easy out. Okay. I think that if you truly have mental health issues, it's because you've been diagnosed by a professional. All right. I just can't see. I can't seem to understand how everyone's nowadays, again, primarily in the Anglo-Saxon world, just as, oh my God, I've got mental health issues. I've got mental health issues that I have to deal with. I've got mental health issues that are inhibiting me from so forth. I mean, I have 3 kids to feed in private school. You know what I'm saying? I work 6.5 days a week. I've done so for at least 23 years. You know what I mean? I've got a father to look after. I've got 20 consultants to pay, 50 tailors to pay. Bro, I've got mental health issues, man. I work every single day. I post at least once on every platform every single day. I stream virtually every single day. I work with clients morning, noon, and night every single day. I've had to endure the absolute decimation of my business because of COVID. Nothing to do with me, just to do with my government's silly policy. Okay. I have issues. How do I deal with mental health? By ignoring it. It's always going to be there for anybody. Those who suddenly put up the mental health umbrella don't realize that everybody it has mental health issues. It is human, right? We all have stress. I feel very little pity for successful sports people. Okay, they get paid diabolically. They get paid diabolical amounts of money. You understand this? I mean, £150,000, £200,000, £250,000, £300,000, £350,000 a week.
I know.
A week. And they complain about mental health issues. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness, it is bullshit when they are so catered to, they're driven, they're fed, they're dressed, they're bathed, they're groomed. Do you understand what I'm saying? They've got nothing to do except for show up. So so because of that, you know what I mean, I have very, very, very little pity for anyone. I have very little time. I have very little consideration for anyone who cowers under the mental health umbrella. Um, I just don't believe in it. If anybody has mental health issues, it's me. But that's not an excuse. And I think I'm very dismissive of it, and boldly so. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the blowback that I would get from something like that, from saying something like that. I mean, just look at my life. Anybody, I lay my life bare on social media. You can see how active I am constantly. But the one thing that you don't see is the problems that I have to deal with. I don't sit and complain and complain and complain because I live in a very blessed situation. You know what I mean? Just I'm super blessed. Everywhere I go, I get recognized and I get said hello to, given love that they love my videos, and I get asked to do a selfie with me and so forth. This happens every day, everywhere I walk, any city that I'm in and stuff. So which further also strengthens the fact that I always say that all the cowards are the ones who type shit on comment sections or bark garbage on live streams, because I've never gone anywhere in my entire life and have someone yell out to me and say something bad to me or harmful to me or evil to me. I mean, it's just all love. It's all love. It's all love everywhere I go. So I think, people, everybody's got to recognize that life is not easy, that you're lucky to live life. You know what I mean? A lot of people live in war-torn regions. A lot of people don't have limbs and fingers, digits, organs, etc., etc. The fact that you're healthy and you're alive is just an absolute bonus. It's a blessing, and we all have mental health issues. It's not a big deal. Our hair grows, we lose hair, we get older, we grow in height, then we shrink. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. Mental health issues are normal. Everybody experiences them. They are not an excuse. Just like we get the flu, we get mental health issues. Just like we get the cold, we get breakdowns. It's normal. There's nothing to recover from, right? It's how we're wired as humans. You're not special. It's not you're not a victim. It's not something that just happened to you. It happens to everybody, everywhere, every day. Just brush it off and move on.
Well, I can't really argue, because if, as you said, if anybody understands and has experienced mental health issues, it's you, because, well, you've worked really hard. You've had to work really hard. You've had to adapt to difficult situations. You've been through very difficult situations. A lot of people who are in a position like yours with a lot of money and a lot of success, well, they haven't put in nearly as much work as you have. You are out there, you're working every single day, whereas you've got these billionaires who are right at the top, who just sit back and do nothing all day, every day. So it's difficult to say anything bad.
Yeah, well, they work very hard to get there, the billionaires. I no doubt. I think it's the sports I think it's the footballers specifically, you know what I mean, that deserve the vitriol.
Yeah, they work out and train, which, quite
Well,
frankly,
they do fuck.
quite frankly, anybody can get a gym pass,
Yeah.
and they get paid
Excellent.
ridiculous amounts.
They get paid ridiculous amounts of money. Yes, it's obscene.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just skimming through. The next question on the list we sort of covered in that one.
Well, just ask me every single question,
just all of them,
again.
even if
Okay. We'll cover them in a different way.
All right. So the next question that I wrote down was: do you experience a large amount of pressure to create the best stuff or anything that you can? And if so, how does that affect you?
No, I don't experience any pressure whatsoever. I pressure myself sometimes because I need to find time to put the content out. There's so much content on my phone that not all of it will ever come out. People are begging me every day to do videos with them, right? They're just lining up, purchasing product, begging me to do videos. I cannot possibly put out more videos than I'm already putting. I try to only put out one side-by-side video, which are the most viral videos, right? Which was me breaking down a customer's suit. Any more than that, I'm just diluting my presence, I believe. I think one of my most viral videos, viral type of videos every day is a lot already. I think I'm the most prolific content creator on the planet. I've not found anyone that puts as much unique content as I do every single day. Nothing is repeated ever. There's no TBT. There's nothing retro. There's nothing from the vault, etc., etc. I put out the most unique content every day and different types of content every day. So you'll get my side-by-side video, you'll get cricket stuff for my son every couple of weeks during cricket season, you'll get a live stream virtually every day from me. You'll get something with my new brand, Plenty of Consent, that we've just started. Have you heard about this?
I have seen some of the products.
Yeah, so it's my new merchandise brand. I'm wearing a Plenty of Consent sweater right now. I'm actually wearing a Plenty of Consent t-shirt right now, my gift wrap t-shirt. Okay, it says gift wrap there, and there's me. I'm actually wearing my Plenty of Consent underwear as well. It says Plenty of Consent all the way around. Okay, so I've started, even with a successful brand, I've started a new merchandise brand. So I try to put out some Plenty of Consent content, if not every day, then every other day. And then something unique or interesting. You know what I mean? I went out Saturday night, so I didn't really get any great content, worthy content to put out on my feed. I just put a couple of things up on my story. But if you're following me, especially on Instagram, you're getting incredible stuff every single day from me, every single day. And with the amount of content I put out, I still have so much on my phone that just won't come out. I get messages from clients, a day later, a week later, a month later, 2 months later saying, hi, you never put out a video. Is that video ever going to come out? I was like, I don't even know who the fuck they are anymore, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm shooting one video a day, okay, fine. Every day I can put out a video. But if I'm shooting 2 videos a day, sometimes 3 videos a day, sometimes 4 videos a day, sometimes the content's not all going to come out, right?
Yeah.
So am I under pressure? No, I'm not under pressure because I have so much content. The only pressure is time pressure. Hence, I get up at 4 something every day to try and get out that first video every single day. I feel I owe that to my fans. And that's what I do. And I think that's why my fans love me. Because not only is all my content unique, it's just different every single time, right? It's a different person, it's a different suit, they're different style attributes, I say different things, and so forth. They just, I mean, my fans adore it, and it's hilarious, it's off the cuff, it's quick and dirty. Everyone recognizes that there's no script, it's one and done. But I'm also giving them massive insights into my life. So if anything comes up, if I'm doing something for the government, if I'm doing something for charity, if I'm doing something for the community, if I'm doing something with my kids, if I've gone to a great party, if I work with a celebrity, etc., right? So you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's always going to be different. There's always going to be some big surprise because you'll have a family element, a community element, a party element, a kids element, and so forth. So people keep coming back for more because it is just unique. It's unique, and there's so much of it. And people don't take it for granted. But they're also very comforted that if they miss one day, they know they'll get something the next day as well. So I think that I unlike other creators, people are not hanging on the edge of their seats waiting for something to come out once a week and so forth, right? I'm so reliable. And that's what people love about me, that I'm constantly putting stuff out for my fans. I mean, I'm still going to get clients, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to share what I do, right? I'm still going to live a life. I don't have to share what I do, but I choose to share. I'm not profiting from this. Remember, I live in a zone in an area, China, where I'm unable to profit from any of this, right? I'm not getting any money from it. This is totally for the fans.
Yeah. No, I get that, especially about the constantly putting out content and things as such, because there's been times where I've had nothing to do and I've wanted to watch something on YouTube, let's say, and none of the creators that I watch have any videos up, and so it's it's like I need something to watch. I'll scroll through TikTok and there are videos from you, and And
Yeah.
you post things from your daily life, your workouts, things that's going on with your kids, horse racing. You seem really interested in horse racing.
My horse are just great. I'm giving people unprecedented access to things in Hong Kong. Unprecedented access. Content that's never been put out.
You really are. I get to see absolutely everything.
Started in January, okay? And I've given people 6 insights into my horse. Unprecedented. No creator has ever done that, okay? And I've given you guys 6 insights over the last course of this year. January, June, July, September, October, November. I mean, it's just been unprecedented content.
It really has been, and it seems like, well, as you said, you pressure yourself to get the stuff out because you don't, and also as you said, you don't need to. It's not necessary for you to do it. It's just you feel like you should to get things out for the fans, for the people that watch you.
Bad. What makes me feel bad is that I have so much content on my phone that I just cannot put out.
Yeah.
Impossible.
No, I absolutely get that. You've got all these videos that you've filmed, all this content to put out, and you've just got too much to put out. You can only fit in so many, and because you're constantly making more, there's more being added, that things just get left behind. And no, I completely get that. No.
It is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Keep going. I like your questions today.
Thank you. The next question I put up was, what advice would you give to anyone who is considering becoming a tailor or just overall running a business?
Okay, so let's start with becoming a tailor, okay? Proximity is very important, all right? Don't suddenly leave your life and go to London, Paris, Milan, New York, Hong Kong, Tokyo, etc., okay? Don't suddenly switch majors or apply to fashion school, etc., etc. I don't know where you are in your life right now. I'm talking in general. Anyone who would ask me this question, okay? But very swiftly find the closest tailor, seamstress, alteration specialist, or dry cleaner in your area and go and work for them. That's the first thing that you should do, and see if there's something in this line of business for you. And if the passion is there, okay, then expand on it. So I want to answer this question individually to everybody, but after they follow that advice of mine. Go and work for someone. Don't suddenly go to fashion school and then halfway through find out that you're not cut out for this. Sewing and stitching is not fucking easy, man. You know what I'm saying? And even if you just want to become a designer, great, easy. Who the fuck are you going to get to do the work? Because the labor force worldwide is shrinking, all right? The most powerful tailor you can be is one that you can actually tailor everything yourself. If you can do everything yourself, it doesn't matter how good you are or bad you are as a designer. Trust me. If you have those foundational skills, those vocational skills, you will succeed. But see if that's appealing for you, all right? And the only way to find out is go and work for the closest tailor, seamstress, alteration specialist, dry cleaner in order. I mean, you might not be able to find a tailor, seamstress, alteration specialist. You'll find a dry cleaner. Go and work for them first. Start handling clothes. Start understanding the dynamics of clothes, okay? And then work your way up. So that's the best advice. And I won't build on that yet until someone's actually done those 4 things, one of those 4 things.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really find many tailors out and about in a local area. There's not many, or seamstresses or anything like that. But dry cleaners, I passed some just on the bus to college. Even though they're not as popular nowadays, you can work with clothing. There's quite a lot of shops out there. And businesses that you can work in clothing. But just expanding on what you're saying, that you're not going to expand on it until someone's done those 4 things. Do you mean that if someone has done that, should they reach out to you, ask for more advice or anything like that, and you'll give them the personal advice?
100%. Or reach out to you, okay? Gather a pool of people who've actually done this, okay? Gather a pool of people who've actually done this. All right, and then we can do another show.
Well, you hear it here.
And bring them on. You know what I mean? And I think that would be a cracking show. That would be a cracking show.
I reckon it would be.
Yeah.
Um,
And it would
and
be, and no one has ever done that before.
not to my knowledge. And the second part of the question was advice for people who are considering running a business just altogether.
Don't, don't, because unless you can work extremely hard, you're better off going to work for the civil service then, or getting an office job. If you believe in weekends and holidays and all that stuff, right? And those are paramount to you, okay? If work-life balance is paramount to you, then you cannot run a business. It's impossible. Okay. To be an entrepreneur, to run a business, to start a business, you have to work, 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 work. Okay. Squeeze everything out of you and squeeze more. Squeeze something that gives you work life balance. Okay. You will find work life balance because that is intrinsic to human nature, it's intrinsic to humanity. Okay. But if that is paramount to you, right? If days off and holidays and what can become, shit like that is important to you, then you're not going to make it as an entrepreneur. It's just not going to happen because you cannot switch off if it's your own business. You just cannot switch off. Did I ever tell you that I'm a big Star Trek fan and
No,
that I designed my sweaters to look like Star Trek sweaters?
it did seem a little bit familiar of a design.
Yeah,
I get it now.
I've got my famous hanger, and that says "Plenty of Consent."
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, I've never watched Star Trek myself. It's not really my kind of thing.
no problem at all. Keep going with your questions. I want to cover everyone on your list.
Thank you. Okay, so the next one on the list, which I've been saying every single time, is do you find it difficult to keep up with internet culture to effectively tailor your content to newer audiences or retain viewership?
Okay, I don't watch anything on the internet. Okay, I'm just a serial poster. All right, I don't know what anybody else is doing. Ignorance is bliss. I use the internet, I use social media platforms just to put out what I want to put out, and that's pretty much it. I don't use these platforms to just bark my emotions, spew vitriol, make commentary on anything. No, far from it. Okay. I just put out what's going on in my life, and that's pretty much it. And I try to keep it as positive as possible. I don't try to attack anyone, and I definitely don't follow anyone to learn from someone. I don't follow anyone to copy someone. I don't believe in trends. I don't know what the fuck is going on out there. Most of what's going on out there is crazy shit, bro. I only watch BBC or CNN to catch up with the world's news. All right. And then I watch a bit of Netflix every night, right? I usually like dark dystopian stuff. I'm not into period stuff. I'm not into comedy whatsoever. I'm not into sitcoms. I'm not into fluff. I'm not into reality TV. Nothing at all. I just want to, watch something about terrorism or a murder mystery or something. I'm not into comedy. I don't want to laugh. I'm already laughing all day, every day. So no, I don't borrow anything from anywhere. I don't want to be influenced by anything. I just want to know what's going on in the world, and that's pretty much it. I don't watch trendy shows and so forth. If they fluff and farcical, I don't know who the fuck is who. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? I'm just not interested in stuff. I'd rather spend my time with my clients. I'd rather spend my time putting out my own real life content, which is all quick and dirty, off the cuff, unedited, one and done stuff. And I'd rather spend time with my children and on myself. I'm really dialed in, and that makes me very alluring to people because I'm very unaffected of what's going on out there. And people come to me because I'm very real and I'm just always me.
Yeah. Like with your content, it's just been, since you sort of formed this style of the videos that you make with the suits and posting personal content about your life and things that are going on. It's those specific things. It's not about the latest news. It's not about the latest trend, what people are seeing all over their TikTok for you pages, which at this point it's probably best to stay away from that. um, But it's just with you, it's the set style. You know what you're going to get, and that's good. It's always different each one, but it's trustworthy. You know what you're getting, and you know that you're not going to get this doom and gloom shit that you're seeing on the news
Never
or
ever.
on other people's
Yeah.
pages. You're getting to see your life, the genuine
There's no,
side of your
there's no,
business and everything.
there's no fucking commentary. You mean I don't rip someone's video and start talking about it and stuff. You know what I mean? Far from it. So I don't know what the hell's going on out there. I don't know who other influencers are. I don't know what other people are saying. I'm not interested. None of that should shape me, right? None of that should shape me or influence me. And I'm just not, I'm genuinely not interested in any of it, right? I'm interested in only my clients and only my family and only myself. That's all I'm interested in. My business, my clients, my family, myself, my city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's what I put out. I put out content based on that. By the way, here is my famous hanger.
The one
My
and only. The one for the young boys.
If
Oh,
you were here right now and you purchased a suit from me, you would get the hanger treatment because you're only 17.
yeah. The holy hanger.
The whole
Oh goodness.
Keep going. What's your next question?
The next question was, this also links back to another question that we'd asked previously, was has working so hard taken a toll on yourself?
Most definitely, I'm losing all my fucking hair, and that's definitely got to do with work because I'm so stressed all the time. Um, I it's very hard to get more workouts in and try and stay in great shape, especially my age. It's very hard to eat healthy all the time because you work so hard, you crave shit, and so forth. It's very hard to sleep more because there's just not enough hours in the day to get work done, and so forth. And work-life balance is balancing everything out, and that stuff is hard. And mental health is hard. Everybody has mental health issues, and so forth. And that's why I say don't become an entrepreneur if you're not willing to sacrifice, right? But the upside is great. You know, there is wealth, there's fame, and it's not just individual wealth and individual fame. I get much more pleasure with my children being recognized at school, okay, or on the street or at parties. I get much more pleasure from being able to have insane vacations. I don't know if you watch my vacation videos, right? I don't
Yeah.
vacation much, but vacation, my fucking hotels and the shit that I do, they're sweet, right? And they're all that is all fruits of my labor, right? So there are benefits to it. So you know what I mean? Like working as hard as I do, it really does wear you out. But then I signed up for this, right? It's my responsibility. I want to be successful. You know, there's financial success, there's success on the fame side, there's legacy, there's heritage. I want it all, right? I want it all. Is that my motivation? No. My motivation is to live my best life. Is my best living my best life popping bottles of Cristal and partying on super yachts? No, I'm not into that fucking shit. I mean, I just like I don't get these levels of alcohol consumption and wasting money on sick bottles of alcohol. Like, what's the point? Like people they're dying and starving, and you're spending like £100 or £200 on a bottle of alcohol. It doesn't make any sense, right? Like I just don't get it, right? I don't
Yeah.
get it. It's not for me. But you know, people tell me to counter that you know why do you excuse me why do you go to a hotel room like when you travel and stay in the sickest hotel ever? And it's like, well, that's all for fucking me, right? The people like it's just a bet. I was like, no, it's not just a fucking bet. I work like a motherfucker 6.5 days a week. I work on Christmas Day, I work on New Year's Day, I work on my birthday, right? I work Easter weekend, I work on Boxing Day, etc., etc., etc. Right? When I go on vacation, I'm walking the whole day and exploring a city or wherever I am and taking care of my children. When I come back, I need a place that reflects my home. You know what I mean? Like palatial, majestic, luxurious and stuff. And you know, I've tried, you know, to go and stay in a shitty hotel room and a good hotel, but like a small room. And like I suddenly feel like I'm in a box. I was like, I've just been out all day exploring. I can't come home into this box and stuff. I need expanse. You know, when I go to my living room at the end of the day, I have this gigantic living room and a big flat screen TV and a fucking long sofa that I can lie back on and stuff, right? I need time to wind down. So I need a situation like that. And I work hard to live that sort of lifestyle, but I don't work hard to blow money on alcohol, right? Which
Yeah.
and expect literally psychotically expensive bottles of alcohol. When I fly, I don't fly first class or business class because what's the difference? You're going to get wherever you're going anyways, right? Right, which is a lot different from unwinding and sleeping. Okay, uh, uh, right? You can bear a few more hours in an economy class seat. Okay. I don't want to bear days in an economy class hotel. And that's me. And that's the way that I look at things. And that's the way that I'm shaped as well. And I want to create amazing memories for me and my children. And we do so by staying in iconic places.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. What can I say? You have worked hard for it. You've put in that effort. You have gone the extra mile to
And
get that
also,
money, to get that success.
what people don't understand is that when I'm on vacation, I'm working as well. So I need to wake up, I need to leave the bedroom. So I need a room with a living room so I can work while everybody's sleeping. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of people don't see that. If I'm just in a bedroom, right, and stuff, I can't wake up and work. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? I need to go out to the living room early morning and start working. And that's basically it.
I mean, we saw that with your Japan holiday when you were doing the
Yeah.
TikTok live streams. It was like what 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. whatever for you, and
Yes.
you were there posting videos, responding to comments, and interacting with people early in the morning whilst everyone else was still asleep. You were up and working whilst you were on holiday, whilst you were
And I had to put out double the amount of content in that morning stretch. Okay, because wouldn't have any time to put out any content during the day because I'm with my family.
yeah.
The need for a luxurious room, a separate living space away from the bedroom and so forth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say to
So
that. It's
nobody understands that, right? Nobody understands that. They don't look into it properly.
yeah, because people will see a lot of money and getting these expensive hotel rooms, and a lot of people have this sort of anger and hatred towards people who have a lot of money. But from where you come from, the fact that you have worked really hard for it and you continue to work really hard for it, you have earned that money. You have put that effort in. As you said, you've been doing it for 23 years, was it?
This is my 24th year on the job.
24th year on the job, six and a
Yeah,
half days a week,
a week.
every
Yeah,
single day. Um,
every single.
it's no real breaks, and when you go on holiday, you're working as well. You're still going at it. You've earned it.
The thing is, if you don't work, people will forget about you very fast.
Yeah,
Basically, it. You know what I mean, and so forth. Look, we can all forget about Tom Cruise, right? But he'll resurface every couple of years, okay, with a mega movie and make 70 million US. So he can afford to disappear from our memory for 2 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? And
yeah,
resurface every and collect his 70 million US. Bro, I got to resurface every fucking day to hopefully make $7 US or $70 US. Fingers crossed, 700 US. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's tough, man. Pandemic fucked me in every way, and we've not bounced back.
yeah. As we discussed in the last interview, you said that since the pandemic, the number of actual clients has been it's been low. There's not been many because the amount of people visiting Hong Kong has massively decreased, and people aren't really going there anymore.
We're no longer on the map like we were.
Yeah, it's
Got it?
destroyed the business, and you're not earning as much as you were. So you're doing all of this massive push online, and you're getting international clients and shipping things out. So
Exactly. Exactly.
sorry if I get a bit like silent afterwards. Um,
I think you're I
I
think you're doing amazing. So I predict, and this is not a bold prediction, I predict that you are going to go on to become a very famous and successful host. Okay. Whether it's in journalism or television or radio on the internet, right? You're only 17 years old. You have a lot of character. What you're lacking right now is charisma, but what makes up for the charisma that you lack is your naivety, your innocence. Okay. Don't ever lose that naivety or innocence because it makes you resonate. All right. And I predict that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to become very successful. And I want to be a part of that success. I don't want you to forget about me. I want you to reach out to me whenever you need a boost for your views, for content. I'm going to be there for you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna. I don't think I can forget about you. I mean, the first person that I literally ever interviewed. There's obviously a lot of space for me to grow, a lot of time for me to be able to grow and develop these interviewing capabilities. I started out doing little shitty debates with people who watched my channel. Then things went a bit tits up when some people posted some things on my Discord server. And since then, when I've done debates, it's just been trolls and people taking the piss. So I just haven't done them. Um, and I've been thinking.
I don't even know what Discord is. What is Discord?
As we're calling on it right now, really the way it's sort of like I don't really know how to describe it other than like group chats and like a social messaging site like WhatsApp, let's say. Except these groups, they're called servers, and on the server there are different sort of channels or categories. So on my personal Discord server, you've got a rules section that just says all the rules. No one can message in it, but it's to make sure that people don't like post some gore shit, which I've seen before on the Discord server. I had to bring down the ban hammer on a bunch of fucking people. But there's a general chat, which is just for general discussion. There's stuff like news, politics, memes, personal stuff, pictures, things like that. So there's designated channels for different topics, pretty much. And it can be a public thing where anyone who follows or anyone who wants to interact can join and interact with each other and talk as a community, and you can interact with them as well. Or it can just be for you and your friends to interact that way as well. It's really for anything, and you can also just have little like group chats in messaging, like sort of how we're messaging.
I can put my videos up on Discord.
Yeah, if you have a Discord server, then you can put them on the server, and the people who are in the server will be able to see them. You can't put them publicly for every Discord user. Only the people who join the server will be able to see.
Okay. How do I get people to join my server?
Well, first you have to create the server.
Create the server.
I can't quite recall right now, but there is an option that says create server. They have a couple templates, but you're gonna want to customize it. If you don't really know how to, there's a lot of trial and error in it. I've created quite a few servers in my time, and I've joined quite a couple servers as well. So I know how to set things up. You are going to need Discord bots, so some moderation, some things that people can interact with, that they'll just like do a slash and put a command in, and this bot will respond with what they've pretty much asked for. It's
too complicated.
Yeah, it's something that I feel you might need a bit of help with.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. I mean, I'm posting everywhere. So look at this. Again, my videos, they go on. I think we did this count before.
Yeah, we did.
It's like over 20 different channels. It exhausts me just to count. And I think since we've spoken, I've added Snapchat, and I've added the Chinese TikTok, Douyin.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've downloaded that one before.
I wanted to ask you a question. So all the comments that you receive on the videos that you posted so far, do you reply to all the comments?
I try to at least like comments. I don't know what to since posting that and getting comments. I've done some other things where it's been like I do need to reply to comments on some political shit that I'm doing on the side.
Let me just interrupt you 1 second. The Instagram live stream is closing down now, so I'm gonna because it only gives me 1 hour. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna share it now, and we'll come back to this question. I'm gonna go live stream. I'm gonna say Saturn. I'm gonna say UK. I'm going to say Manchester since you actually, I'm going to get rid of the UK. I'm going to say Manchester since you gave it away.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Discord. Is there such a thing as Discord Live?
So kind of. So right now, what we're sort of doing is pretty much what a Discord live would be. There is an events section on servers where there can be a host and a bunch of people can join the audience and watch, in a sense, and they can put their hands up if they want to speak. A bit like if you've seen Twitter Spaces, a bit like that.
And you are live on Twitch right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm live on Twitch.
So is it Twitch Live or is it just Twitch? Or is Twitch all?
Twitch is its own site, twitch.tv, where anyone with an account can go live and anyone with an internet connection can watch.
Yeah. I just want to post this video and I'm going to come back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Which is comments. Okay. I think someone at your stage, right, where you're not getting hundreds of comments on every video, right? It's imperative that you reply to on every platform. So all your Instagram comments, all your TikTok comments, all your YouTube comments, and if you're posting VODs to Twitch after the fact, you've got to reply to all your Twitch comments. That is the fundamental way to establish yourself. Okay, you've got to do until you get to a stage where you're just getting hundreds of comments that you can't, and still that you should reply to some, at least a few on every platform every day. That is the best advice I can give you, okay, when it comes to content creation.
Recently, I have been replying to TikTok comments and even YouTube comments on the channel where I post the VODs. Twitch, the comments, they're live. So we have been getting some comments in the chat. We were talking about the expensive stuff for alcohol. Someone in the chat put, expensive alcohol doesn't make sense at all, like 1K for a bottle and stuff like that.
Crazy.
There is chat interaction, and in my usual streams where I'm playing a game or just chatting, I do interact.
What is your... I'm sending you an invitation to collaborate. What's your Insta?
It is sim._.06. Yeah, SIM and ._.06.
._.06. Let's see if you come up.
A lot of people have told me that there's a bit of difficulty finding my account.
I found you, Saturn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've posted the live. When you get a chance, you don't have to do it now. Accept my invitation to collaborate so we can co-host it. Okay?
Yeah. I have no idea how that's going to work, but...
Don't sweat it. We'll talk about it later. Okay. Yeah. So let's get to the next question. But I just want to reiterate for someone like yourself that you've got to reply to all your comments. That's the best one of the ways to help you establish yourself, and that's what you need. You need help establishing yourself, and the best person to help you is yourself.
Yeah. No. I absolutely feel that. As you've done, you've managed to grow the brand. You've got. How many followers on TikTok now? Is it 1.8 million?
1.8 million, isn't that phenomenal?
It's absolutely massive. It's like I'm at like 230 followers.
Yeah, but you'll get it, right? And then, but if you put out content that has me, right, and you're tagging me, and now with the content you put out, I get to repost it and also add it to my stories. Yeah. Right? TikTok works. I'm sure I'm going to be able to bump you up, and the same cut videos you need to put on Instagram as well.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I did with the last one. I put some up on Instagram as well.
Yeah, so send me for those invitations to collaborate, but we can talk about that on WhatsApp first.
Yeah.
And I'll do that. Now that will jump you up a lot.
Yeah, we'll talk about how to do that, because I don't understand the collaboration thing. It doesn't make sense to me.
Don't sweat it. I can explain all that stuff to you, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, thank you. I guess it's sort of like
Who's your next question?
Okay, the next question was what have been the benefits of doing what you do aside from the money, of course?
Oh, the benefits are fucking massive. Now, when you say doing what I do, you're talking about the videos?
Just everything, the videos, the suits, the tailoring, just everything that you do altogether.
You have to understand that I have a very I already came into a very famous business that was very successful, right? I did not start this business. My grandfather started this business in 1957, right? So when I joined the business, it was already 43 years old. Okay. So I with being me and doing what I've done, I have kept the business world famous like it was before.
Yeah.
Okay. I've taken it from 43 years to 50 years, from 50 years to 60 years, from 60 years to 65 years. All right. So it's 66 years old now. And we have reached an audience now, thanks to me, that we would never have received before. Because our audience before, we were famous for suits. Okay. So people knew about us because we were famous for suits. People knew about us because we were famous for working with celebrities. But now people know about us because we're just fucking social media famous. People have seen
Yeah.
us everywhere and stuff. Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, don't worry.
I've got to make an important call.
Okay, don't worry. Take your time.
No, no, no. Don't sweat this. Hi, hi, how are you? I'm actually just doing an interview now. Can I call you back? Okay. I'll dot you, okay? Is that okay with you? Maybe another 30 minutes? Uh, okay, that's fine. No problem. Take it, bye. I'm so sorry about it. I wouldn't have taken the call if it wasn't that urgent. Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry.
But now people everywhere know about me. You know what I mean? Everywhere. So forget my words, right? Let's give a plethora of examples. One, you surely have seen this. There's like 1 million videos out there on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat of people doing impersonations of me. Have you seen
Yeah,
these?
absolutely.
It's crazy, right? I mean, if that is not success, if that is not reach, then what is it? It's not one video, it's not two videos. It's, gosh, I don't know. I don't even know how many. And it wasn't just a phase. They started happening at the start of this year. I mean, they're still happening till today. They were still
Yeah.
happening till yesterday. Right? Um, Second thing is, uh, you know, the fact that I am just recognized everywhere, right? It demonstrates the success. You followed me on my Japan trip. I mean, I wasn't in Hong Kong. I was in fucking Japan, bro.
Yeah.
Every day, all day, every day. People came up to me and recognized me and stuff and asked me for photos and stuff. Can you repeat the question you asked me?
Yeah, the
Call.
question was, what have been the benefits of doing what you do aside from money?
Money, right? Besides money, right? So I started off by saying that, I've made us worldwide famous, right? Worldwide famous and stuff. Okay. Second thing is, and I wanted to justify that fame, and the fame justification is beyond the success of taking my business from 43 years to 63 years, right? Everybody's doing parody videos of me. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not kids doing parody videos. People are playing Samstailor like they were playing Pictionary. I mean, people in New York and American cities and British cities and European cities gather on a Friday night, Saturday night. Instead of playing fucking charades, they'll play Samstailor. Who can do the best Samstailor impersonation? You know what I mean? That's crazy. I've become a household game. Yeah, it's wild, right? Um, when my, there was this point this year, both at the start of this year and both at the start of the school year and both at the start of this year, of the calendar year, that my children would tell me they'd walk around school and people would be playing Sam's Taylor, where someone would be pretending to be Roshan, someone would be pretending to be the client, someone would be recording the video and stuff. I mean, it's insane. It's like a school game at break time.
Yeah.
Moving on to Japan, right? Getting off the plane in immigration and being recognized, waiting for my baggage and being recognized, checking into my hotel and being recognized, going anywhere and everywhere in Japan and being recognized, fans showing up at my hotel every single day, right? For meets and greets. They're not pre-planned or anything. They just show up. They found out where the fuck I was staying because of my social media posts. And so forth, and then bring me gifts. Fans coming to the shop every day and bring me gifts, and now some people buying merchandise even, right? Since we've started Plenty of Consent. My kids being recognized everywhere, and so forth. I went to this big rugby tournament in March, and there were like 30,000 people there. And wherever I walked in the stadium, people were taking photos and videos with me. It was crazy, like at least 100 people. Then I went to soccer tournament in May, and there was only say like 3,000 people maybe there, but again, everybody recognized me as I walked around the stadium. They were taking photos and videos with me. When I went to the races on Wednesday night, it was the first time because my children weren't allowed it. So it was the first time that I went for a walkabout and I was in the public stands just to check it out. And then 50 to 100 people recognizing me, and then scores of them taking photos and videos with me and stuff. But I don't know where to stop answering the question, right? Because I could just go on and on and on, right? Besides the money that I've made, and remember, I think I've made the least money. I've lost the most money.
Yeah.
And made the least money during this period. You know what I mean? I've lost the most money. COVID has everything to do with that, right? And I don't know if I would have exploded the way I did if it wasn't for COVID, because everyone was just sitting at home in the Western world watching videos, right? So I don't know if I'd exploded with COVID, but all I know is that before COVID, I was very, very successful. But after COVID, I'm nowhere near as successful as I was before financially, but I am globally fucking famous. And I love it. I think it's great. It's a blessing. It's a reward for my constant and hard work, and it's a reward for my quick pivot. I went, after a month into lockdown, I went to start streaming. I mean, I didn't even know what the fuck streaming was, but I started doing it. And a lot of people watched me at that time.
Oh.
Few people watch my streams now, both live and after the fact. But before, during, and after, everybody's watching my streams. It was crazy numbers. It was crazy numbers. So the benefit, the success, the reward has just been massive. I can't even explain to you how incredible things have been. And long may it continue, because I need that, right? I work very hard. I've got a family to feed. And this is not an appeal to anybody, right? If you choose to shop with me, you'll be rewarded, right? You'll be looked after. You get a great product at a great price, and a sensational once-in-a-lifetime experience. But, I need it to continue. And that's not a plea or an appeal. It's something that I will make happen. Right? Once you taste success, whether it's financial or fame, you want it again and again and again. And that's pretty much it. Will I make shit up? Like, would I create fake content or scripted content to get there? No, because it's just not me. You know what I mean? I'm just not that type of guy and stuff. I can't do that shit. I'm just not built that way, right? I like raw. I like everything raw and stuff, which is strange because I don't like reality TV. I want scripted television there is, right? Because I'm living that reality TV raw sort of lifestyle and stuff. So watching it doesn't appeal to me at all, because I don't even believe it's real. I just believe it's pretend reality. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing as real as me out there. I've not seen or experienced anything that is real as I am, and I think people like that. And the thing is that because there's so much of me, it is great to have people waiting in anticipation, right? But it's also great that people could just, drop in any time and see what's up. Do you know what I'm saying? Or binge after the fact. So it's good. It's good. I think I'm in the right place. And, I want to do more content and I want to do different content, but I can't go manufacture that opportunity because I've got to work for a living, right? I'm not getting paid for content creation. It's not financially benefiting me. So I've still got to run my business. I've still got to be a great dad and so forth. But I hope that people reach out to me with interesting ideas. I'm game to shoot interesting content with people as long as it works in my schedule.
I mean, it's 3:13 a.m. right now. I'll gladly stay up this late for an interview, as much as it's not the most preferable being up this late. At least it's not on a day that I'm in college.
You've gotten so far what you wanted, right? You've gotten over an hour's worth of content from me now, right?
I have indeed. There's
let me
a couple more questions.
Yeah, let me take a quick restroom break.
Yeah.
Could you just give me 1 second? I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, so we click that button there. Right. So far so good. It's been great. Real insight into the things that he does, things that he says, and just how he experiences life. People, hate on him, but it's difficult to, because he is a worker. He has worked his way up. He's just gone to the toilet for anyone who's just joining. But he's worked his way up. He's gotten to where he is, and you know he's faced a lot of challenges, and he's spoken about that. And he's had some heavy shit in his life, some heavy shit. My fucking pocket squares slipped down. Fucking piece of shit. You can't even fucking. There you go. But he's been through a lot, quite frankly, and he continues to. It's difficult not to respect him as a person, because as much as he's probably got some ideas that I disagree with, it's not about whether I disagree with him. It's the fact that he's human. He's suffered. He's going through it, and he's just. My words are coming out horrendously. It's 3:15 a.m. But he's pushing through. He's working hard, and that's respectable, no matter what. I can respect a worker, and he has worked his whole life. He's in his 24th year, working 6.5 days a week, every day, every week. And when he goes on holiday, he's working, he's posting stuff, and here he is.
I'm so sorry. Thanks for being patient.
Fine,
Come on,
don't worry.
All your questions. I'm not going
Okay.
until I do all your questions. And then I'm going to take some questions from your audience that are watching. So let's do all your questions first, and we can scroll back and see what people have been asking.
Okay, I'm just going to ask the people watching, if you've got any questions, please put them in the chat. Are you fine to answer just any question, even if they're just fucking batshit ridiculous?
Yeah, but let's finish yours first.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Okay, so the next question on my list, if I haven't said that before every question, is how does it make you feel? Like, how do you feel doing what you do? Like, how does it make you feel inside? You know, when you create a suit, create a video, anything like that, or tailor. How does that make you feel, and why do you feel?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing, but not amazing like a drug that I wanted more and more. It's not addictive, right? But I feel great. I mean, the thing is, you've got to understand, right? I have an amazing job where I work with people. Okay, human interaction is the core, thank you, value set of humanity. Okay, humans like to interact, right? That's why introverts, hermits, they are in the minority. Okay, why do people go out and fucking drink or do coke or something, right? Because they want to lose inhibitions, right? I don't need to do that, right? They want to lose the inhibition so they can interact, okay? Because they find it difficult to interact and stuff. That's the only reason I can imagine why people get fucked up and stuff. So for me, I love what I do because I, one, get to work with people, real life people. Two, I get to work with at least one new person a day. Jesus, that I've never ever met before in my fucking life. I get to interact with a new person. Hence, I never want to go out and have a drink and meet people in a bar because I've spent the whole fucking day working with some new people and stuff and having conversation. Three, I love having conversation. And I get to talk to people all day, every day. Four, I love myself, right? And I get people every day asking me questions about me. Okay, like it's my favorite topic to talk about me.
Yeah.
Five, I get to be creative. I think most people like to be creative in their own way. Like you could have different hobbies. You could like gardening, and gardening. I can't garden, but I think it's fantastic. You can be very creative. People like origami. People like to draw. People like to sing. They like to write music and stuff. It's all creativity, right? Even if you are making a toy train, the train set. People like train sets. People like making ships in a bottle. You name it, right? It's all creativity, right? You like to stream, but streaming is about you. You're talking, you know what I mean? And you're happy because you have an audience. Whether your audience is 4 people or 40, you are happy. It makes you happy and stuff. So I get to talk to people every day, and that makes me happy. And I get to create works of art. Listen, you can hate me and so forth, but I mean, if you put the mute button on and actually look at the suits that I make, they're fucking beautiful. Okay, no one's coming to me because I'm talking a lot. Okay, no one's coming to me because they stand to star, chance to star in a video with me. I have been very successful for the 20 previous years before COVID hit, where I was making beautiful suits for people, beautiful suits, beautiful suits, beautiful suits, beautiful suits for people, and so forth. So, I mean, it is phenomenal to make people happy. because the beautiful suit that you make that person, they are so fucking happy, bro. They're so happy. You can't get my suits anywhere else. You just cannot. You just cannot get my suits anywhere else. They're made just for you. You help in the design process. We ask you all these questions and we build the suit based on your answers. It's totally for you. Everything we make is unique. Not one suit resembles the other. Every suit is completely unique because there's too many permutations and combinations that go into building each suit because they're for every individual. Another upside is the amount of celebrities that I work with. Of course, slowed down during COVID because nobody was coming to Hong Kong. But pre-COVID, I worked with so many celebrities, and post-COVID, we've started to drip feedback. So I work with Chef Bobby Chin, who is a worldwide famous TV chef. I work with Michael Vaughan, the former cricket captain of England. He's come to Hong Kong. I've worked with John Beresford, who's played for Newcastle, Keith Gillespie, who's played for Manchester United, Newcastle, Northern Ireland, Blackburn, Sheffield United, Leicester. My father just worked with former Philippines President Gloria Arroyo. I got invited to the King's coronation here in Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying? Because of my work, I got invited to the American ambassador to Hong Kong, the 4th of July party that he threw. I got invited to the fucking India Republic Day reception, the Indian Independence Day reception, and stuff. And the list goes on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of perks, and they all stem from the work that I do, right? Nothing stems from outside of the work that I do.
It seems great to have such outreach, and just and to have a passion and to love what you're doing as well, because a lot of people, they end up getting jobs that they don't like. They end up doing a career that isn't the career that they actually wanted to do, but they end up doing that for the rest of their life. So to have a job and to have work that you love to do, that not only you are really passionate about, but also gives you these great benefits, and it feels great. It's just it's absolutely amazing. And really, from what you do, you can really see the perks. The clientele list is extremely impressive, and you've also got just the absolute international outreach also with the social media as well. How can you not feel great?
Yeah, I feel great, and it's not all easy, right? Like, I'm not trying to complain. Like, I got a lot of issues with my dad. He's just always pissed off at me, right? He treats me like a child. Even at my age, I got a lot of issues with my staff. They just don't listen. They're fucking lazy. Everybody's so fucking lazy. And they're lazy because I'm not. You know what I mean? They're lazy because they know they can get away with stuff because I'm going to end up doing it anyways. They're lazy because they know they won't be fired because it's more cumbersome for me to hire someone new and train them. Do you get what I'm saying? And so I'm facing problems all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I now have my own underwear line. I have my face and t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very interesting journey.
Absolutely amazing to hear. Now we get into some deeper questions, really. We were really scraping the bucket here, and we've got some questions in the chat that we'll get to after. There's only two left. Yeah, there's only two left. So, next one is, what is your greatest fear in life?
Death. I don't want to die. That's the only thing I'm scared of. And disease. I don't want to get cancer and stuff. So, very simple question.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. I love life, right? I don't know what the fuck will happen after I'm gone. Does that make me a coward? I don't know. If you want to brand me a coward for that, go ahead and do so. I'm scared of dying. Very, very, very scared. I'm very scared of being stricken by disease and then dying from that disease and stuff. Other than that, I'm not scared to fight. I'm not scared to do anything. I'm not scared to jump. I'm not scared to swim. I love roller coasters and so forth. But no, I love life so much I'm scared to die. You know what I mean? This is heaven. This is heaven right here. And I don't want to leave it. And I've always been scared of death.
I mean, how could there be a better answer than that?
Thank you.
If there's anything that anyone should be scared of, it should be dying.
That's one of the best edits you're going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's really relatable, because if there's one thing I'm scared of, as much as I've had a couple struggles in my life, it's also, death, because you don't know what's waiting for you. There is that, is there an afterlife? We don't know. There's no way to know. So it's about making the
Yeah.
most of the life that you have now. No matter how bad things have been, you just push forward and you keep going and you make the best of the life that you currently have.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. You're 100% right. What's your next question?
The next question is, if there was one thing you could change about the world, what would it be and why?
Okay, so one thing is very, very tough to answer. I'm going to give it a go. Okay, I'm not going to I'm not going to shirk away from it. I think that, and I'm not a leftist. In fact, my views lie very much to the right, extreme right. Okay, um, I believe in hard work. I believe in small government and hard work. I don't believe in welfare and so forth unless you are physically or even mentally disabled, cannot live your life. Okay, then you should be helped, and you should be helped by the state and stuff. But poverty is something that I would like to change. I think it is insane with the amount of excess that we see from people all over the world. Like I talked, I mean, super yachts, first class tickets, private jets, bottles of alcohol that cost £100, £200, £1,000, whilst people are starving in the world. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So I would like to change poverty. And you asked me for one thing. Of course, there are many things, but that's the one thing. Poverty has to change. People cannot be starving everywhere. And the thing is that, yes, the world is doing a lot to deliver food to places, but the governments that are receiving the food are stopping it and not distributing to the right people. And that's what I see as the biggest failings of the big boys of the world, like the United States, like the United Kingdom, like France, like Germany, and the failing of the UN.
Absolutely. That we can agree on. I may not agree on the ideological side of the spectrum, but when it comes to it, how can anyone not see the state of the world and the poverty in the world and
It,
think that needs to stop?
it's unforgivable. You know what I mean? It's unforgivable. And I think every country is failing that way. You know what I mean? Letting fellow
Absolutely.
humans stop. Great
I
stuff.
couldn't
Let's keep.
agree more. Now we go on to the questions from the chat.
Let's go for it.
So
All the way.
the first question from the chat is, what is your favorite movie?
Okay, Minority Report is my favorite English film. It stars Tom Cruise. Okay. I think the whole premise of the movie is very silly, but I'm very drawn into the movie because it was way ahead of its time with the tech. So if you watch the movie now, you may say, big deal, right? But if you watch the movie when it first came out, or if you try to imagine how life actually was 10 years ago, 15 years ago when the film came out, it's Tom Cruise. Have you seen Minority Report?
I haven't. I actually haven't heard of it.
It's very much ahead of its time, right? With the way the tech is. We have a lot of that tech now. Okay, and it embodies everything and it embodies a dystopian future. Amazing tech that came to reality. It tackles a huge subject, which is murder. It tackles the law, but it also shows strife. It shows a father. It shows death of a family, etc., etc. It encompasses everything that I love. Okay, so that's my favorite English film. My favorite film all time is probably an Indian film called Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna. It stars Shah Rukh Khan, Rani Mukherjee, Preeti Zinta, and Abhishek Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan as well. And I encourage everybody to watch that film because watch it with subtitles. You can get it on Netflix or Amazon because it's just a fucking great movie about life, love, which is my favorite thing about life and love, and it shows every type of human emotion that there is. So it's my big recommendation. I'm not going to tell the story of this movie though.
Fair enough. You don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
For anyone who's gonna watch that.
What else has your audience got for me?
The next question, and they did put in brackets, probs cannot ask that, but they said, and by all means you do not need to answer this question, is have you had any experiences with illicit
Me? No. I've tried alcohol. Other than that, that's it. But don't justify the questions. Let's go rapid fire.
No one else has put any more questions aside from this next one, which is the last question, altogether, which was, have you had any suits that you wish you could keep for yourself?
No, definitely not, because I'm not creating for myself. Remember that. And that's a great question. I'm not creating the suit for myself. I'm creating the suit for my client. So the suit is all about my client. I think amazing suits, you can do everything in life. Okay. I wouldn't have the space for it, and I wouldn't have the need for them, and so forth. My suits that I create for myself are for me, but they also serve a purpose. They're not all about my character personality. I can't wear a clown fucking suit to work every day. I can't wear a cocktail suit to work every day. I can't wear a crazy suit to work every day. I can't wear an extravagant suit to work every day, etc., etc. My suits that I make for myself need to suit my purpose, which is to just reflect my professionalism to my clients and not have my character explode all over them. So I don't have any suits modeled in my character anymore. They're just very, very, very classy suits. I don't want any of my clients' suits because my clients' suits are built for them. They're not built for me. You can admire everything in life. You can admire art. You may not, I don't even have the space to put art in my living room. Of course, if you gave me the Mona Lisa or something like that, I'll fucking find a space, right? But I admire a lot of art. I'm just not going to buy it. I don't have the space. Okay. I'd rather adorn my walls with stuff that's even more important to me. I admire so many women out there. I can't have them. You know what I'm saying? Right? You've got to draw limits for yourself, right? There are boundaries out there. I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole. And so forth. So no, I mean, I'm looking at one particular suit now, which is just gorgeous, that I designed for a client of mine in South Carolina. No, South Carolina, no. Where is he fucking? South Carolina. Hang on a second. Let me grab it.
Getting to see this suit here.
Suit is beautiful. Okay. Wonder if you can see it. Try and hang it up here. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, we can see it.
So I think the color is just absolutely stunning. All right. And the texture of it it's a bird's eye. You know, it's like a gold, right? It's gorgeous. I love the dot, 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 dot hand needle and thread pick stitching. I love my signature pockets, the slanted pockets, the kissing ticket pocket. The undersized pocket flaps are fully lined pockets. I like the fact that it's got a Tarzan cuff, bang, bang, pow, kapoom, the largest button. The last button being the larger button, primary button, secondary button, accent color down here, elongated buttonhole, glorious lining, everything. I love the suit. Can I wear it very, very often? I don't know. I don't think so. Of course, I can wear it. I can wear it every fucking day. I own the business, right? Or not I own the business. My father owns a business, right? But is it reflective of my personality? Very much so. Do I want it for myself? Yes. Will I make it for myself? Will I keep it for myself? No. I need stuff that is more wearable and usable every day. I also need stuff that is continues to expand my wardrobe in different directions. That will, because I doesn't have a suit like that. But no, it doesn't have a place in my wardrobe yet. There are other things that I need in my wardrobe that are more conservative. For example, say a very dark green suit. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I still don't have one of those. So no, I don't really create things for people and say that I want it for myself. Now let me show you something else that I love, that I just finished yesterday. Finished this guy yesterday. It is a beauty. It is a velvet tuxedo jacket. Satin lapels, pick stitch satin lapels. I've pierced the satin gauntlet cuffs. It has the works raw mother of pearl buttons. Again, I can go on and on and on. Most of the stuff you can see in my videos.
Yeah.
But how much do I get out of it? I already had so many I have a velvet jacket. I have a bunch of tuxedos. I have a bunch of black suits and stuff, right? So do I love it? Yes. Do I want it? No. I don't have a void in my wardrobe for that. I'm not into excess. I'm not into overconsumption and stuff. That's just not me. I'm into stuff that I need. And that's pretty much it. Do I have a problem with wearing the same pair of jeans every Sunday? No, not at all. Well, I wouldn't. Do I have a problem with wearing the same beautiful black jeans, my most expensive jeans, to every party that I go to? I'm going to fucking keep wearing that motherfucker, get as much use out of it until I stumble across something even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just not built that way, right? I've never really built a suit and said, oh, I want this for myself.
Fair enough. And I'm glad we got to have the Samstailor experience as well, going through the details of the suits. someone has put another question in the chat
Mm-hmm.
following this, and anyone watching can put any question in the chat now. And thank you for the follow. I'll get to people following afterwards. But the question that was put in the chat is, did you ever have any issues with bullying in your younger years, and how did you deal with it? Also, what would you say to someone experiencing that?
Okay. So I was bullied a lot, right? You've got to bully back and stuff. And so I only started to bully back once I got older, right? So forget about me, but my best advice for you is to bully back. I have told all three of my children when they've entered school, I was like, if anyone fucks with you, anyone hits you, anyone bullies you, fucking hit them, slap them straight away. I'll deal with the consequences, right? The way to counter a bully is to smack them back ASAP, all right? And that's pretty much it. I don't think you can kill them if you hit them. I don't think you can maim them or injure them. I tell my kids don't hit the eye because, you know what I mean? Then we'll be in fucking trouble. But slap their face, uh, punch them hard in their tummy or something, or generally up here, because you won't kill them or hurt any organs and stuff. But as soon as you get bullied, bully back and bully back fast. And if you can't win the bullying, then go to the teacher and tell on them and get them fucking expelled and destroy their life. Because we're not paying these ridiculous school fees to have our kids bullied in school. And even if you go to a government funded school and stuff, you're not going to school to be bullied. It has no place. Anyway, as soon as anyone bullies me, even here in this stage of my life, I was at my club a few weeks ago and someone said some shit to me, and I went straight up to their fucking face, and my son was there. I went straight to their face to face, told them, what the fuck are you going to do to me? I mean, what the fuck are you going to do to me? I was the racist the other day, and someone yelled out shit suits. I turned around, I gave him the finger and said, bro, you're a fucking beggar. You know what I mean? And you're yelling out to me and stuff. You mean, don't take anything, bully back straight away.
Can't argue with that, really.
And all you can do is get beaten, right? You'd rather hurt physically than hurt emotionally. Emotional pain is the worst pain there is. Physical pain you will get over. Take a couple of fucking Panadols, ibuprofens, you'll be fine, okay? The worst is emotional pain. Never let a bully win. Bully the bully back, okay? Yeah. And then even if there's a stalemate or you lose, the next day go and smack the bully. Beat the bully again. Keep bullying the bully. No matter how much you physically hurt, keep bullying the bully till the bully is the one who's being bullied. Be the bully back.
I mean, fair enough, because if you just sit back and let it happen, it's only going to get worse. I've also been bullied.
Stay with you always.
Exactly. If you don't do anything, or at least catch them off guard and give them something that they're not expecting, then it's only going to get worse. You don't give them what they want. You give them what they don't want. You give them the opposite. If they ask you for a fight, you either give it or you just say that, or you insult yourself. You're doing their job for them. They don't know what to do. It's what I did when they came up to me asking me for a fight. I said, no, I don't want to fight. I'm weak. And they didn't know what to do then. They were confused. And, they'd just walk away and shit like that. It took me quite a few years to adapt to that. But you do have to do something. You can't just sit back and let it happen, or just go to the teachers, because sometimes the teachers do sweet fuck all. They just sit back and let it happen, and boy, is that common. So sometimes you just do have to take it into your own hands. As my dad told me, you've got to stand up for yourself. And one time I did do that. I gave the person that was bullying me a good bollocking. Safe to say, he didn't do it again. But if you sit back, it's only going to get worse. And I completely agree with you there.
So, is that the last question?
So someone has just hastily put another question in, which is just, what's your favourite colour?
Yellow. It's bright and it's attractive. Wear yellow if you want eyes on you. Trust me, you wear yellow, everybody will be looking at you.
Yeah, I don't really know how to respond to that, because it's well, yeah, that makes sense. Yellow's a bright colour, it's a vibrant colour, and it's related to a lot of vibrant and joyous things. So yeah, makes sense. It's a fair colour to have as your favourite, and I'm here explaining why yellow is a good colour.
So did you get everything? Are you pleased? Did you get everything out of me today?
I'm pretty pleased, and I'm glad that we could have a proper conversation without me sitting here shitting my pants, pretty much.
I'm glad, and I'm very grateful to you for letting me be part of your evolution. I'm going to say goodbye now. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. I look forward to the great content that you will cut up and put out. Okay.
Thank you, and also thank you so much for coming on.
Let me have a look at it, and then I can teach you on how we can collaborate together, so you can get more views. Okay.
Okay, right. Thank
All
you
right, buddy.
very much.
That's a great night. Enjoy yourself. I think you should stay with your audience for a few minutes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let them talk. Any questions privately. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for
See
coming
you.
on. It's been great.
Take care, buddy.
All right.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay. Well. I am just happy. I am so happy. Also, thank you, Fishstick25 and sorry, give me a fucking second. Alfonso Linguini for following. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you everybody for coming and stopping by. It's been absolutely fucking amazing, and I get to prove to you that I'm not just an anxious wreck. Although it's very difficult not to have a little bit of an anxiety attack, really. But either way, absolutely amazing. So much insight, so much, and I got to ask the questions that I really wanted to ask. And unfortunately, I didn't get to ask him what he thinks the worst color is, but unironically, Smash. In your opinion. Also, to the people who'll be watching this back on YouTube, it's the chat. I don't have a chat box on this because this is the OBS virtual camera. So you don't get to see the chat right now. But anyway, absolutely amazing interview. More insight into his life, into his personal life, into what's gone on in his past, and things that, have shaped him as a person. And really get an insight into that. He just works and works and works. And he has never given up. No matter what life has thrown at him, he has just kept on going, and that is respectable. As he said, his political ideas are quite on the right of the spectrum. Mine are obviously the opposite. But that doesn't matter, because I can respect a hard worker. I can respect someone who cares. As he said, if there's one thing that he could change about the world, out of anything that he could have picked, absolutely anything, it's poverty. He hates the flashy cunts. Same. I respect him. He's worked really hard. 24 years on the job, working all day, every day, 6.5 days a week, without fail. That I can respect. I can respect immensely. And I am so cracked up on fucking adrenaline and anxiety. It's 3:42 a.m. I'm going to get probably 2 or 3 hours of sleep. But it's been great. It's been absolutely amazing. I appreciate every single person who has come out, stayed up, or has just joined to watch this stream. I appreciate every single follower, every person that's followed ever, all 214. I appreciate every single one of you, right? Being able to sit here and doing all of this means so much to me. You're not going to wait till 3 p.m. Fair enough. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. I have strict fucking time schedules because I've got a little bit of the tism. But genuinely, being able to do all of this means so much to me. To be able to sit here and interview people like Roshan Malwani, being able to have these conversations with these people, it means so much to me. And I cannot thank anyone and everyone more than my viewers and my followers. Genuinely. Now, it's very late. It's 3:44 a.m. It might be a little while before we have Samstailor back on. I need to fix my sleep schedule. That one is for sure. When I'm going to sleep tonight, later on, I've got college tomorrow. I'm going to sleep at 10. I need to catch up. But anyway, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching and interacting wherever possible. 12-hour stream when? How about we reach that 500 follower goal? When we get to that goal, maybe I'll do a 12-hour stream. I might give a challenge. If we can reach 300 followers by the end of the month, I will do a 12-hour stream. I'll figure it out, actually. I'll figure it out. By next week, Saturday, 9:45 a.m. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, is when I stream. Click the link tree attached to my profile. Check out my socials for stream notifications. Join the Discord server. And I will give my proposition for when a 12-hour stream will be. But for now, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Got off to a little bit of a messy start trying to figure out going live on Instagram at the same time. And everything like that. But we've got it all done. We've got the interview. We've got the footage. And I'm glad that I've been able to do this. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, click the link tree attached to my profile. Check out all of my links. Go follow Samstailor on all of his social medias as well. And thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.